Okay, you're going to like today. Instead of talking about business ideas you could start, we talked about really cool business ideas that we found that you could copy. One is like a very niche content site. It's called View from Your Seat, where people take pictures of where they're sitting in a stadium. It's old school, it's low tech, but it just prints out money. And then we talked about a custom signature business industry. It's random, I know, but we talked about how we could copy this, growth hacking, sending someone's custom signature to them via cold email to the type of person that would buy a custom signature. It's weird. I would never pay for this, but people do. You're going to love it. Sam's great. We'll have him on again. Like and subscribe, share. We'll see you next time. I got a dumb idea for you, and I want you to make it good. You ready for it?
I'm ready, dude.
This has been in my business ideas list for years. So I went to Idaho a few years ago. I was paddleboarding. You ever go paddleboarding?
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty boring. Once I went paddleboarding in a lake in Alabama that had alligators in it, and it was terrifying.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Hard pass. I was paddleboarding in like a slow moving river in Idaho. And it was a lot of fun because you're moving naturally, right? And one thing I noticed was when I opened up my arms and the breeze came, I acted like a sail. Okay.
Sick.
And it pushed me faster. I'm like, oh, physics, cool. I'm going full Mark Rober over here, right?
Yeah.
And so like, is there a world where you could build a stupid sail, a physical sail that you clip on your back or something that just helps you? Like, you don't need to be in a river. Most paddle boarders are in standing water, right? You go out on a lake and you can still paddle. You still get as much of a workout in as you want, but you got a little boost to make you go faster, make it more fun. What do we think?
Dude, I'm not mad at you. Have you seen the skydive suits, the Squirrel skydive suits?
Yep.
It'd be a variation on that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you could, I love this. I think that you could get away with different use cases. I think you could also sell that as a training device for runners, increase your wind resistance, or an acceleration for bikes. If you're on the going for a bike ride, you could be like, yo, we'll get you the sail. You get that wind on your back, dude, and we got you cruising. You know what I mean?
All right. I got to paint a picture in your mind. So, all right, we'll get back to the business idea, but I like cycling, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like doing it with others because the stereotype of cyclists being jerks is pretty true. Okay.
Yeah.
In my experience as a cyclist. So I go out by myself. I go on long bike rides. But when I do ride with others, when I have in the past, they have like their own language that they shout to each other, right? There'll be a whole peloton. There's like 50 of them. And the guy in the front sees a pothole and he's like, pothole. And then everyone else is like, pothole. And like they have this whole vocabulary. And like, that's one reason I don't like riding with them because I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
and it freaks me out. Every time someone yells, I'm like, what's happening? Right. And so I'm just picturing all these cyclists as if they didn't look stupid enough, right? They're all wearing a squirrel suit in addition to their spandex. And the guy in the front just goes, elbows up. And like, elbows up. And they all do this. And they just catch this wind. Oh my gosh.
It'd be so good.
Yeah. It could be like ankle weights. It could a variation of ankle weights for runners or.
I'm just saying, dude. Look, the shake weight sold like $100 million worth of shake weights. The
stupider, the better.
I'm just saying, get yourself a resistance suit, dude.
Yes, the algorithm loves comments. And the more commenters say this is stupid. And that's like
the most viral video ever is someone going for a jog in a squirrel suit. Like, dude, you know what I mean? You get in there, you get a little bit of money, dude. You get Usain Bolt as a spokesperson. Like you would say, dude, that's the reality though is you get a video of Usain Bolt running into one of those things, bro. I promise you're making
game over.
$1 million.
Give him 49% of the business because that's the whole business.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Just shoot, and it's just that ad.
You got to name it something stupid. Like the name has to match.
It's got to be like the Snuggie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be
like Squirrel-letics. Like combine squirrel and athletics or like squirrel speed.
It's so good. It's so good. I wonder how
you
much
really did level
it
up.
I mean, there's just so many use cases.
That is funny because I had this guy on my show once and he had an idea for it was like a space heater that was attached to a timer. So it's like when you wake up, your room would already be warm. And it made me think of Michael Scott's idea.
Yes,
to use this George Foreman. Yeah. And like we were kind of just ideating live and working through it. And it's like, you don't need to develop this. Like You buy a space heater from China, you buy a timer from China, you put it together. Even if there's no like soldering or technical, like you literally just put them together in one box. Maybe the only thing proprietary is your box and your branding on the box. And you just put the two things in the same. And he's like, what? You can't do that. There's nothing. I'm like, it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Welcome to drop shipping, bro. Like, that's
Fugazi. It's Fugazi. Yeah. Like, you think Amazon cares that this isn't innovative? No.
No, dude.
And so how many things like that from China are like, you don't need a mold, you don't need R&D. You just take something and say, hey, this squirrel suit you have for the sky jumpers, can you just make it like a little shorter there? Yeah, no problem. There's so many things like that.
Literally, we'll do it in a week. Like, you can have a sample on your door in 30 days or less. Like,
oh, dude.
Yeah.
I really want to get on a paddleboard right now.
Dude, especially if you have one of our suits on. Just be hustling around.
I know. It was fun, man. It was literally fun. You're just getting blown around up on the paddleboard.
Yeah, dude. No one's mad at a little ball.
Well, for our first, I don't know what this segment is called, but the idea is to take something dumb to something smart, and you
level up.
You shone brightly.
Hey, dude,
your colors are shining through.
I'm just trying to get another invite back. What can I say?
All right, I got another one for you.
Yeah.
So I'm embarrassed by this one.
Okay.
Because I got so excited about it in the moment. You ever have an idea and you're like, oh, this is it. And like you buy a domain and you do all that. And then the next morning
you start looking at mansions on Zillow.
Yeah. And the next morning you're like, I'm literally an idiot. There's nothing good about this idea. This was me. I never forget. I was in Hawaii with my family and I think I was playing some dumb game on my phone, Candy Crush. I don't know. And I got a really high score. And these games, they want you to think that you're really good. So you keep playing. And so I Googled it. I was like, what's a good score for, I don't remember. Let's say it was Candy Crush, right? And this is embarrassing, but hey, we're being vulnerable here.
Yeah.
And there were no results. And it's like, what's a good score for this? Like, how do I know this is good? And so my idea in the moment is just simply a website, whatsagoodscore.com. Right?
Love it.
And it's just content. And at first I was thinking like for games, it's just like programmatic. It's just content play. You get all the most popular games. You scrape from some Steam or bestsellers, PlayStation, whatever. And then you just, what's good score for XYZ. And then you upload a bunch of data, assuming that people are searching for this. And I think back then I did some research and people were. There wasn't like a random message board for Fortnite or a subreddit, but there was no centralized place where people could like benchmark themselves in a game against other people. And then I thought, oh, maybe the bigger play here is like standardized tests. MCAT, LSAT, SAT, ACT.
Spicy.
Now, a lot of these people, like you're studying for the LSAT, you kind of know what a good score is, right? But you might not know where you stand, right? What percentile are you? So it could be like a percentiles because everyone wants to know percentiles. I check my kids' percentiles for height and weight like every month, right?
Yeah.
And so I got so excited.
My credit score, dude.
There you go. Credit Karma.
Right. Yeah.
I need to bleep that out because they're not paying me to say that.
No, dude, come on now. We got to get the affiliate code.
So I remember I logged into Namecheap from the beach. I bought whatsagoodscore.com. I think I left Nick an audio message and I was like, dude, you got to hear this. And I think I remember he was like, I'm sure it's great. He's like trying to be a good friend. He's like, I'm not seeing it yet. I need to think about it a little more. And then the next day I was like, there's nothing good. That was so dumb. Okay, so make it good for me. What do we got? How can we make this good?
Oh, that's a tough one to make good, bro. I like it. I think that competitive benchmarking is like the backbone of a couple of like Glassdoor, right? Like it's the same sort of philosophy behind salaries, right? Like where do I stack up against others?
Maybe that's the domain. Where do I stand.com?
Where do I stand.com? Yeah, you know what I mean? But this content aggregation of everyone needs to upload their own stuff. It feels like there's a few sites that are like this, like the Rate My Professors of the world, right? I think the challenge with that one for where do I stand is like, what's the actual utility that the mass market gets out of that content, right? Rate My Professor, it like, I get to change some of my decision making based on like what content other people have shared versus a very like, oh, where do I stand as just competitive benchmark? And on something like Glassdoor works because the impact of knowing that you are getting paid 20% less than all of your peers in the same location in the same thing, like gives you leverage to go make meaningful action on whatever
and it's a high value audience.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Versus like Candy Crush guys, you know what I mean? Is this a good score? Are people going to get that into participating in it on a third party versus just within the game itself? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Let me level it up then. So forget games, forget test scores. Okay. Wheredoistand.com. Go back to your travel idea. Similar concept. Okay. I'm a 37-year-old white male living in the Northeast Dallas suburbs. This is what I make per year. This is how many kids I have. These are the pills that I take or don't take. These are how many, I have 3 best friends. I have 7 acquaintances. I've been divorced, whatever. You lay it all out there. You lay it bare. And it's like, how am I doing?
Where do I stand?
How am I doing,
like,
ChatGPT?
well, you fall underneath the national average of number of divorces in a lifetime. So like you're doing
and then it's like, one of the most popular subreddits is roast me, right? Yeah, and so it's like you could have a toggle. Yeah, you could have a toggle of like, how brutal do you want me to be? It's like, be kind. Or like, you know what, just be honest. Or it's just be like, roast me, right? And then it spits out all this data, like using data. And it's like, you're in the bottom 15%. Like, you got to get your crap together. Here's how you could get your crap together. Affiliate link. You go to Credit Karma. You go to here. You go to here. You go to here. Or it's like, you're doing really, really well, but have you thought about a wealth advisor? Here's your wealth advisor, right?
See, I like that one more. I think that goes viral. I think people would be so intrigued because I feel that way. Like, we've had conversation about, we're like, I'm 27. I'm at a specific point in my career and I don't always know how to compare. Like, not that I'm trying to compare myself, but it's like outside of my immediate circle, I don't have a frame of reference around like how I'm pacing. And like in our conversation specifically, like around income, net worth and things like that. But like, where do I stand, dude? Like, am I killing it? Like, I can only do it off of like little bits of information, like top 1% income of age, right? Like, I can use that as a benchmark, but having it all into a complete thing would be pretty dope.
I think the Google Trends and Google search data would prove out the fact that people want to know percentiles for income, right? I think that is a common thing to check. And if you Google any celebrity's name, what's like the first autocomplete? It's like net worth
or wife.
Right? Yeah. So it's like, it's playing on that. And it's like, it's kind of like a viral BuzzFeed quiz, right? Plus AI.
It would be like, you'd have to put like where celebrities stand as the content strategy. And then the CTA would be like, see how you compare. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is worth this much. He's had this much, this. How do you compare? Load in all your information. Your BMI is 6% better than Oprah. Like, you start to like actually make the comparisons would be mad interesting.
All right. If you are watching this clip right now, you are watching this on YouTube. And if you are a fan of podcasts, please check out my podcast while you're at it, because sometimes I have podcasts that aren't on YouTube and sometimes I have YouTubes that aren't on podcasts. So check out the Kerner Office on any podcast platform, or you can go to tkopod.com. Also, my newsletter, we'll throw that in there. There are no ads. It's weekly. It's different content than my podcast and YouTube. Newsletter.chrisjkerner.com. You'll see the link and we'll see you there. Or hey, think about it this way, like health and fitness. Where do I stand? I'm 37 years old. Oh, upload your Oura Ring data. Connect to Strava, connect to Garmin. Okay. I'm sure they have some tools like this, but it's like, okay, you're doing okay, Chris. You could do a little more cardio. You need more greens in your diet. Here's a link to Athletic Greens. Just like, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's like, where do I stand? And it's like they're all different types of categories: income, health, fitness, marriage, personal, mental health, relationships, everything.
V1 of that doesn't even have to be based on user generated stuff. You just train an LLM on all of the statistical data on every category that you want to talk about. And then they fill out a type form, you pump it through Zap, through chat, using that thing, and it pumps out a result that's like, you could pump out a 50-page ebook for them on like, where do you stand on the 7 main pillars of your life: health, wealth, relationship, kids, whatever you decide. Each has a prompt. Each creates a chapter. It punts it all together, all using Zapier, and you sling it.
Here's another use case. So you familiar with the websites like Partner Stack? You heard of Partner Stack?
Yeah, for sure.
Or like CJ. It's like a affiliate marketplaces, right?
Yes.
So if I want an affiliate code to go shill Shopify, Shopify is going to say, hey, go to Partner Stack. They handle all that for us. You go to Partner Stack, you fill out your own profile. They approve you. It takes a day or two. Then they say, you're approved. Now you can get affiliate links for hundreds of companies. as opposed to having to go all of them. Okay, so you go get approved at PartnerStack. And this recent for me, because I just got approved at PartnerStack, right? You go to PartnerStack and you export all of the affiliate links for TidyCal, Typeform, Shopify, everything. And then you go the tech route, still wheredoistand.com, and it's like, hey, here's my tech stack. All right, I'm using TidyCal for this, or I'm using Calendly for this. I'm using Google Workspace for this. I'm using this for this. And it's like, okay, it's pretty good. It could do better. TidyCal is actually $29 for lifetime. You're paying $39 a month for Calendly. Here's an affiliate link. Here's an affiliate link. Here's an affiliate link. And it's just, you don't even need to collect emails. It's just like a landing page with a form.
It's like a business optimization bot.
And it's free.
Like, yeah. Because then you pick up all your rev on the back. On a zoomed out kind of macro level of it, I think the challenge with stuff like that comes down to providing enough context to improve the quality of the output. Because take Calendly versus like TidyCal as an example. If you're optimizing for saving money, it's obvious that you would switch over if all else is equal. But if you're moving into like, how does this interact with other tools, or how does this interact with the multiple team members, or there's so much nuance that ends up happening over time that goes into the tool selection process that I'd be not nervous, but like aware of the fact that like you're not going to be able to capture all of that nuance to make a high quality recommendation for everybody. Like, yeah. This is like the downside, not downside of AI, but like the risk of it is like overusing it, where it might just be better as a blog post. Like, here's the stack that I would recommend, and the blog can just go viral, versus building all of this stuff to be like, input all your information, we'll give you a tool, and we'll send you affiliate links. It's like, what if we just wrote a blog and made an affiliate link for it?
Okay, 2 more deviations of this idea.
Let's rip.
So first of all, wheredoistand.com is a premium domain for sale for $1,900. So
honestly,
that's not bad.
I don't hate it.
You could do any number of names for this. It doesn't have to be that. So one is, to answer your question there, you could have, much like the roast me, right? You could have like 3 toggle buttons. On this, you could have 3 toggle buttons where it's like, what are you optimizing for? Time savings, efficiency, or something else, right? Or whatever it spits out, it's like, all right, this one's going to save you money, but it doesn't integrate with Workspace. Okay, right. So buyer beware. But both options are affiliate links, so that it doesn't care what you pick, right? That's, and have you heard of Andrew Wilkinson's new business? That's basically just like a referral site for influencers. I don't think
so.
Dude.
Is it cool?
Let me look it up real quick. Dude, I don't know the name of this website, but I talked to someone that was like working on it, and well, I'll save that for after. So this website, all it does is it shows you like a day in the life of an influencer, maybe Huberman, right? And it's like, I wake up and I get in my infrared sauna affiliate link, and then I drink my athletic greens affiliate link. And supposedly it's like what these influencers actually do, supposedly. And it's like a blog article that's just static, never changes. And there's just affiliates. That's it. It's just like a standing website.
Person. That's sick.
Yes. And
I love stuff.
I was talking to someone at Main Street that was working on it, and they said they were netting like $50,000 a month just
off affiliate.
Yeah. Like that was the whole thing. And how passive is that? Right.
Yeah. That's insane.
It could be a tool that like enables that for influencers, where you connect it to your IG account or something. And it's like, okay, here's your tech stack. Boom. Affiliate links. It could be in your link tree. It could do to tech stacks what Linktree does to links. But it's really just another link in your link tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's like a standardized tech stack for anyone on the internet.
Right.
And the affiliate links could be affiliate links.
Someone does need to do what Wilkinson is doing, but for companies. You can pull all of that data off of BuiltWith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Immediately, like, what tools does Salesforce use? Oh, we could do it with programmatic SEO and Webflow Direct, dude. Come on. All
the combinations of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all interlinked together. Dual CMS companies paired with tools. They're just relational databases. All have affiliate links that are ours. Here's what Salesforce uses. Here's what even small companies. Here's what Texas Snacks uses. Like Shopify plus Klaviyo plus Amped plus, and it just creates this crazy web. And then you click on Klaviyo and go, here's all the other brands or businesses that we know uses this.
Yeah, it's like this tree, right? It's like Texas Snacks uses Klaviyo. Click on Klaviyo. Klaviyo uses Amped. Click on Amped. Amped uses, and they're all affiliate links.
It's all affiliate links that are all just pumping off cash.
Oh my gosh.
I don't hate that, dude.
It's good. We got from Candy Crush to $1 trillion business idea.
That's sick.
With a T.
I like it.
You know what's not cool anymore? $1 billion, dude. Another thing I was thinking, because you were saying like, how could you make sure that integrated? Like for this tool, you could just connect your Gmail and it could read your emails and say, all right, you're using Calendly. I see your Slack billing notification using Slack. Just like a one-click integration, and it could tell you what your tech stack was. And then it could say, you know, keep Slack. Slack's working really well for your use case, but swap TidyCal with Calendly.
I love that. That'd be sick. You don't even have to get that smart with it. It's like, what are the other 5 competitors? Like, oh, you use Calendly. Here are 5 alternatives that we think make sense.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to get that integrated. Because if they're searching for it, they're looking for a solution. They're like, I'm tired. It's like all of the ads say, are you tired of Calendly? Here's 5 things that might be able to help you. Fill in team size. Then you sell all those leads on the back end to somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, you're just getting all these business owners to say, here's how much money we make. Here's how much we spend on tech every year. Let it ride. Get all the data. I'd take that, dude. How much do you spend on marketing every year? 25,000? Dude, you should talk over the boys at Quicker. You know?
Dude, you could make money by selling the data. You could charge for the actual quiz, and then 100%. You could have affiliate links.
Multiple monetization, dude.
I wonder if there's a world where you could charge based on the savings. Like, all right, everything we recommended you is going to save you $34,000 a month.
There's I don't know if I can talk about it, but you should talk to our buddy Connor about that.
Okay. They're working on something like that.
He's loosely, I don't know where they're at with it now, but like was loosely in conversations around some of that, like a cost savings.
Oh, I know what he's looking at. It's a franchise, right?
Yeah.
We've been talking about that. I didn't know he was still looking at it. That was a few months ago.
I don't know if he still is. I had the conversation with him like 2 or 3 months ago.
Dude, if you're that franchise, like you're stupid for not using AI to help all this.
Identify stuff.
Lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much you could do with that, dude. I have 2 things that I think you might find interesting.
I want to hear all 3 of them because 2 is not enough.
There can be a third. I can sneak in a third.
All right. Give me some idea crack.
Dude. So one is another super niche content site that I've seen lately that is in line like with the travel one that I sent you, in the fact that it just looks so old, but it gets so many views. It is, I think it's a view from myseat.com.
What?
Dude.
There it is.
Dude.
I love this website.
It's like this 1990s site, and people upload the view from their seat at concerts and sporting events. The thing gets like 1 million clicks a month.
Oh my gosh. And it's crowdsourced?
All crowdsourced, 100%. You just upload your own thing.
UGC, user-generated content.
User-generated content. It's all them uploading a photo from their seat at a specific stadium for a specific sporting event, and you can go find the exact views. Because all SeatGeek, I was buying tickets to the Kansas City Chiefs are playing the Chargers at SoFi. And you go on SeatGeek or Ticketmaster or any of these things, and they give you like loosely a view. You know what I mean? Like this, like
view like the AI generated or
like from the section of what it generally looks like. And so I just went on Google and I typed in SoFi Stadium section 30 whatever row 1 seats.
So you got that SEO. They own the SEO.
They owned it. It was the first thing up there. A view from myseat.com, and I pop in and there was like 4 photos of people that sat in the exact seats for football games that I was in. And I was like, yep, that's exactly what's good. And then 2 days ago, and I didn't say this to anybody. I did not say a word about this literally to a soul. This was like a month and a half ago. Yesterday or 2 days ago, my girlfriend gets tickets to the Dodgers from her work. And she sends me a link from a view from myseat.com of the view that we're going to have at the Dodgers game. And I was like,
oh my gosh,
dude,
what is happening? It's a sign from the universe.
I was like, dude, what is going on here? Like, these guys are killing it. I don't know their monetization. I don't know what any of it looks like, but like one of those kind of niche content sites, like a Where Do I Stand or whatever, like a viewfrommyseat.com, dude.
Okay, this is amazing. Okay, so the other cruise business you told me about was vacations2go.com.
Yes.
And after I did a deep dive on that, I learned it's literally like $1 billion business with
it's
a B.
Huge.
Because cruise is such a high ticket item. Right. Once you realize that, it's like, oh, they're only selling like 5,000 cruises a year. And people go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense. Right. So I want to make like 10 to 20 websites like this. I want to find them that are like a view from my seat. There's another one. I tweeted about this on my old Twitter account that's called like nextbookintheseries.com. You heard about that?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's just like, what's the next book in Lord of the Rings? And that's it. That's the whole way. It's been around for like 15 years and it's ugly. It's never been updated. And they just print.
It's just a thing.
I want to find, dude, how about this? Like a directory of sites like this.
A directory
stupid
of
growth hackers. Yeah. Stupid growth hackers like us. So we can just go like reverse engineer and learn and tinker. Like maybe too niche, but do they sell anything? A view from my seat?
I don't know, but I was thinking like they should just be absolutely slinging Ticketmaster.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I'm clicking around right now.
I didn't see anything that was obvious monetization on it, but it's just like an OG forum, dude. Like create a post with the stadium. Like that's it.
Okay. So I'm looking, it looks like they have affiliate links to hotels. View. I'm looking in my Arc browser and it's blocking the ads. So I'm switching browsers.
They're running like direct, like display ads for sure.
Yeah. So like they basically have like a booking.com API pulling listings. They have a Verbo display ad on the right side. So they're doing stuff.
They're pushing StubHub. So if you go and click on, if you go to like concerts at the top, it has a list of all of the musicians. Oh, dude, they're probably doing all right, dude. They're probably
they're doing
okay.
They're doing just fine.
And then you click on, so you click on one of the artists, and then it has all the arenas, but it also has all the upcoming events, and you can StubHub ticket them.
Oh my gosh! Dude, and what demographic of person buys $300 NFL tickets? Right, like such a high value audience here.
Right. And all of it, concerts, team, like the whole thing.
This is one of those businesses that some like millennial is going to buy one day, and they're going to rebuild it, and they're just going to kill it. And like, a view from my seat, it's too long of a domain name. We need to buy seats.com. We need to change, like the user interface isn't intuitive. It's going to make all these changes and just kill it. Like if I own this site, I would change nothing.
No, I'd put an email pop-up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That's it. Just an email pop-up.
Oh my gosh.
Want to find deals on your favorite stuff? Email pop-up.
Dude, this is a good one. This is really
super
good.
Fire.
I'm going to leave this open in my browser.
It's fun to look, dude. Their map, like on the map, you can go look at all the venues that they have on like a Google Maps overlay. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. I just went to a Rangers game on Monday and I did not come across this website, but I did have fun.
Now you'll always know the view from your seat.
I will. Dude, and this business has such a moat because they have all this user generated content.
It's like how we think about it with Creative OS. It's like, someone could come and build the same functionality, but no one without spending so much time, money, and energy would be able to create the actual like supply of content. They have years and years and years of users uploading views from their seat. And that's just like, you can't easily replicate that. You're not going to like go send your SDR team to like 1 billion sporting events to, you know what I mean? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. I feel like this business exists in the face of all these AI tools that basically do the same thing. And it's like, it exists because of this framework I have where it's like, we always prefer a human. There's a line, there's a price point, right? At a certain price point, if it's 80% cheaper, AI is fine. But it's like, we need an operator, first of all. No matter what AI tools are out there, you're going to need someone to run the thing, right? Which creates all these opportunities like Peter Levels is, taking advantage of. But it's like, these pictures, you can't do better. You just can't do better than someone taking an actual picture from that actual seat.
Right. At the actual event that you want to go to. Like,
yes.
It's unreal. So good.
Oh, so, all right. So you had two things. What's the other thing?
Dude, the other one, it's a product category. There's a few players that are participating in this, but it is people selling signature templates. So you'll get an ad and it'll be somebody signing their name, really pretty, like calligraphy type stuff, like high quality signatures. And it's an ad for you to have an artist create your custom signature and send you training materials on like stencils so you can learn how to sign with this dude. I found.
Are we talking email signature or like a physical signature?
No, like a physical, like signing autograph. Like these people will create your autograph for you and then send you a stencil so that you can like practice signing it. I think these companies are a lot bigger than people think.
Do you know the name of one?
I have some of their ads saved.
You're exploding my brain right now. Anyone on the planet brings this idea to me and says, Chris, what do you think? I want to do this. I'm going to laugh them out of the room and say, spend your time on something that will actually make you money. There's no demand here.
Dude, I feel you. But like, I'm looking at photologo.com.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Yeah, you order your custom signature for $39 for an extra $40 upsell. It follows the same dynamic of like personalized stuff, right? So
like handwritten letters at scale.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or it's like, hey, I want to get a portrait painted of my dog, right? Where you like upload this custom thing and get this custom thing back. And so people are doing this with signatures. I'm not going to sit here and venture a guess on if they actually have professionally trained calligraphers creating your custom signature. But like the odds of that are low, where it's like, I think these are computer generated things that are, it's 100% margin, like, 99% margin, that you're like shipping them a piece of paper that they can practice writing, which like, I don't even think they actually send it to you. I think they send you an email that you print out.
I'm sure they have an upcharge, right? Where you could get the physical one.
And so I'll send you a few more of these, but they're all running ads aggressively.
If you can aggressively run ads for a $40 product, you're doing just fine.
And that's like the broad product category that I like is mimics digital product or info product, right? Where it's like you're selling a zero cog item on Facebook, meaning like you're running, for lack of a better word, the simplest financial game on ads possible, where it's like revenue versus ad spend, right? And so it's like, if you can go and operate, you know, if you're running an e-com brand with true cogs, like your break-even ROAS goes up. You know this well, right? Like you have to have a 1.8 to break even. But on a digital product, you have to have a 1.0000 to break even because you have no cogs. And so if you can even hit a 1.2 consistently and you can spend, say you can spend $1,000 a day at a 1.2 on a digital product, like you're just actually profiting $200 a day.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that there are businesses like that, again, like going back to what we've talked about, a recurring theme of like, we're not trying to pitch somebody like $1 billion idea, but do I think that there are people that could like launch this exact thing and run at a 1.2 to 1.6x ROAS and spend $1,000, $2,000 a day and like net profit $150K a year? Yeah. It's not going to be like groundbreaking, but like you can.
The hardest part for me about these segments is I want to listen to you so badly because what you're saying is so intelligent, but I cannot stop thinking about my way to hopefully level up what you're saying. Like I'm just, you know how I would grow this? And I am listening. I heard all that. I am listening. There's 2 million real estate agents. I'm looking at their website and here's a framework. Right? We need a little jingle. Mohammed, work that in. We need a little framework jingle. If you want to know who a business is selling to, look at who they're pointing to on their website, right? Like back when it was Support Shepherd, right? I was like, all right, who are they selling VAs for short form video editing, for bookkeeping? And it's like, you just go and look, what are their case studies about? What are their reviews about? What is the ordering of their services on their drop-down homepage on the menu, right? If they put bookkeeping first, they're not stupid. They're probably leading people to where people already want to go. Right. Okay, let's unbundle Support Shepherd and make Support Shepherd for bookkeeping only, right? So I'm looking at this website and they're talking all about realtors, right? It's not like photo logo for realtors.com, but it's very clear they're doing this for, because like realtors are signing documents all day, every day.
All the time.
realtors are more likely to be women. All right. You can call me sexist, but realtors are more likely to be women, and women are more likely to care about their appearance or vain things. Period. End story. And men stink, right? So there you go. I offset it. Men smell like crap. So there you go. But anyway, like I would advertise this by scraping all 2 million email addresses of realtors and emailing them their own signature for free and saying, hey, Anne Frank, look what I got you. What do you like? What do you think? And 2% of them are going to be like, that's really cool. How do I buy that? Click to check out.
$99. We'll send you the training materials.
It's a lot cheaper than Facebook ads. Cold email.
I'm not mad. Yeah, there's so many that are just like that.
Sam, I would not be surprised if this is not computer generated. If there actually is literally one person cranking out 1,000 of these a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of these could you knock out in an hour if you're practiced?
Yeah, if you were like a calligraphy guy, like you could probably do one a minute without a problem.
Do you remember the guy that was on Shark Tank? It was like, draw me a picture of a cat.
I don't know.
I'm going to look that up. Hold on. I want to draw a cat for you.com. Okay. As seen on ABC's Shark Tank, been around for a decade plus. This guy, I mean, he says his numbers on Shark Tank, and it's probably even better now. It's literally physically him drawing anyone a picture of a cat. And it was probably one of those Shark Tank pitches that they included just to make fun of him. But dude, click on his Calendly. Oh my gosh, this pains me. I want to partner with this guy. Click on his Calendly.
He sold out for a year in advance?
October, November, December. Oh, he's sold out forever. $25. Forever.
It says so it on the site. He's sold out for a year, dude.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. First of all, this guy's not an idiot. Clearly, he knows about supply and demand. He knows about economics 101. He must just do it for the love of the cats. But like, I just want to buy this from him and say, all right, first order of business, instead of $25, it's $250. Let's clear up your calendar. Second order of business, we're going to hire 5 more cat drawers. Right? Like, anyway, my point is, it makes me think of this because he literally does draw it himself. Like, look at his website. He's drawn 22,000 of these things.
Yeah, it's insane.
22, 1, 2, 3 times $25. So his lifetime revenue is $500,000
from drawing cats.
100% margin.
Who's mad? You know what I'm saying? I just think there's honestly, stuff like that, dude. Like,
yeah,
sitting there,
dude. This is the same business as a view from your seat, because it's like, can AI do this? Yeah, but AI's not doing it. That's the moat. That's why this guy will be around in 100 years, assuming he lives to be 150 years old. Because he's doing it himself. That's the whole thing. He's not selling a picture of a cat. He's selling the uniqueness of him doing it himself.
Yeah, it's like he's going to be able to run it and do his thing and buy a new house, and that's it.
Yeah. I wonder if there's something that Photo Logo could borrow from him. It's $40, but for $400, let's spend an hour kind of whiteboarding this on Zoom.
Yeah, I'm looking at another one that is artlogo.co, and they've got all sorts of additional options, like handwritten premium signature for $120, logos. Ooh, their loss leader is an email signature generator and a business card maker. You can do those for free.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so then let's say I want just like a nice little signature. Choose your industry. What do you want it to say? Left-handed, right? Oh, you pick the ones that you like, additional notes, and then they hit you with the upsell. You can have the head calligrapher do it for $79 if you want. You can do the top level for $49 or just a basic for $39.
This Art Logo website, they have an embedded YouTube video. This video is 52 seconds and it just shows how they do it. And it has 400,000 views.
Dude, I'm saying, I think that it's print. Oh, dude, the upsells that they hit you with, all format packs. The signature learning pack is a PDF, a logo, adding new elements, email signatures, business card templates. Like, you could get I just selected 2 or 3 of those options. And my AOV is already at 213. And that's just from a social media pack, the signature itself, and adding a logo element to it. And like, your cogs on that, dude, are like the guy that made the signature.
Yeah.
for $10, like you're talking about a 99% margin, 95, sure.
Let's say it takes a minute to do a signature. You knock out 50 of these an hour, working a little buffer. 50 times 40, that's 2,000. You could pay your calligrapher, quote, and then anyone that draws well can call themselves a calligrapher. You can pay them $200 an hour, $400,000 a year. Your COGS is 10%. Your margin is 90%.
Yeah, I came across it and I was like, this is interesting.
Can I tell you why this business exists? In my opinion, 2 reasons. And they really go hand in hand. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, this business does not exist. The internet's around, it's alive and well, it's doing great. Facebook's around. It is such a visual business, right?
Yeah.
It's no different than...
You should see the TikTok and Instagram.
I'm looking, 200,000 followers.
The accounts that do them, no ads. They just say, all of it is replies to, can you do whatever letter next? Can you do Chris? And they just write Chris.
My gosh.
And it goes crazy viral. And then everyone else requests the next. It's a I'm telling you, like, it actually might be the perfect business. For today, it's sick.
It's the same thing as like an ASMR pressure washing channel or lawn mowing channel. It's like visual. It's inherently visual. And so it just grows because of technology advancements.
Yeah. And they just literally record themselves writing names. Can you do Chris next? Chris, cool. And then I go in there and go, yo, can you do Sam? And then they do Sam. And then 7 other people go, yo, can you do
And then
Tim,
the algorithm's
Jerry?
like, oh, everyone's commenting on this. Let's keep pushing it.
Bro, I'm saying, like, I think that these things are like printing cash. Like, I have zero doubt. I want to test it. Hit me with a little solo drop, Shopify store, a couple upsells. Like,
so you want to just rip this off blatantly?
Straight up. I've gotten ads from 4, 5, 6 companies that all do this exact same thing. It's not like one company that's leading it. I'd never heard of Art Logo until today. Like, it's just the one that showed up on Google. And then you can go and like, you get into the interesting stuff of, this is one of those things that you could very easily, almost like Tab's Chocolate, where you can like empower a bunch of other creators to go and post with affiliates of like, cool, dude, here's our library of 1,000 signature videos. Go post as many as you want. We'll give you 50%. Like, go spin up your own perfect signature theme page, push it all back to our affiliate link. Just post, here's all the content. It's already here. Like, and I just think it could pop, bro.
Now, are we talking like a creative OS like model for this? Or is that something you could do? Or is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm saying build the library of short form content, give it to as many people that want to run an Instagram theme page as possible. Have all of them. Because if you could find 100 people to all run a signature theme page account, and you just give them all the content, they set up their own scheduler, they pick their own music, they do whatever they want to grow it. They just run all of it, and the link in bio for all of them is 50 like, they just do our organic marketing at scale for us through 50 accounts versus us just doing it out of one branded account. Because like, our margin can support a pretty hefty affiliate fee because it's no COGS. And so it's like, yeah, if we're doing $99 signatures, yeah, I'll give you $50. Post as much as you want. I don't care.
Okay, here's another idea. I'm going to go back to Creative OS, and you basically build a bank of these names, right? Like, you basically take the 95% of all names in America. You take the 1,000 most common first names, 1,000 most common last names. You use AI or some sort of software to make calligraphy versions of all this. Maybe, let's say you have a Jane Doe. It's like, all right, Jane Doe might be a photographer. You take like the top 10 professions that want these signatures. She might be a photographer, a real estate agent, a lawyer, yada, yada, yada. I want you to make 10 versions of Jane Doe's logo. You do that 1,000 times for each name, 10,000 names, 100,000 names, whatever. And then you go to your example of affiliate and say, for $50, $100, $200 a month, you have full access to my library, and you just go resell these. You go compete with Photo Logo and all them.
It's super interesting.
They just take whatever they want, whenever they want for a monthly fee.
You could probably just build an AI wrapper for it that creates the custom signature. You put in, or you just pick, like, it's a font library at the end of the day. You pick like 30 fonts that they just put in the name. It creates these 30 variations of it. You can do that, like, even on like creativemarket.com. If you go to their font library, which they have handwritten calligraphy styles, you can put in the sample text that you want to see that font like as a thing. So you just go put all the name in there and just grab all the fonts that look like good signatures, and then just route them all through, and you could deliver 30 variations to somebody immediately. That's it. That's actually how that was going to work. You would sell it for $99. We're going to give you 10 variations of your name in different calligraphy styles. You would just route them all through. Shoot, you could do it on a Google Doc and just have each of them have a different font class. And you buy 5 or 10 commercial licenses from Creative Market, and you just have 10 font options, and you programmatically pop them in, let it rip.
So it's an AI wrapper with a bunch of integrations on the back end to customize it even more.
Customize the signature.
Yeah, because I feel like you got to go one way or the other. You got to go like AI wrapper, you just lean into it, but you add some more functionality to it. So you can't just replicate that in ChatGPT. Or you got to go completely away from AI and make it very handmade.
Hand-on.
Yeah.
Either one's cool. I'm down.
Sam, you brought the heat today.
I do my best.
This might be one of my favorite episodes ever. I'm just going to say it. I've said it before. They keep leveling up. This is good.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for.
This is really good. So, Sam, where can we find you? I'll link to all your stuff and all the places, but where would you like people to find you?
Twitter is perfect at I'm Sam Thompson, and creativeos.com, unlimitedcontent.com, 72hoursites.com if you need a website, but that's it.
Creativeos.com is a library of the best performing Facebook ads. Unlimitedcontent.com is a website that will put unlimited content on your website for long tail SEO terms. And 72 Hour Sites is a web design agency that's really good, and they get done in 72 hours. That's what he does and sells. So go support Sam. Okay, that wraps it up. I am tired. I'm exhausted. Sam's great. We're going to have him on again. Let me know if you like this, and we'll have him back on very soon.